What's happening? My name is Keith Lorren and I invented cooking. I'm super excited today because I'm going to show you all of my favorite fall time recipes from my new cookbook. In fact, I'm going to show you how to put a spin on that old-fashioned turkey. We're going to make Caribbean-style jerk turkey wrapped in bacon. Are you ready to get started? So as you all know, I've been featured on a Today Show on Food Network. I cook for the Royal family out in the Middle East and all over Asia, China, Japan, you name it, I've been there. And I'm most known for my barbecue. So I'm gonna show you how to put a spin on this old-fashioned barbecue turkey. We're gonna make it a Caribbean jerk style, and we're gonna wrap it in bacon so that it's moist and tender and juicy. So the first step to this dish is to begin making our jerk paste. And the first thing we just have to go out and get is Keith Lorren's jerk seasoning. Now there's a lot of jerk seasonings out in the store and on the internet, but I'm the king of spice, and I'm gonna have the best one. I strive to make my seasonings perfectly balanced in every single way. In fact, they're much like perfumes. They have lots of essential aromatic oils and they're finely ground each week. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with 1 bottle of Keith Lorren's jerk seasoning, and we're gonna put it into our blender or into our food processor. We're going to add 2 fresh Scotch bonnet peppers. If you don't have real Jamaican Scotch bonnet peppers, you can use Keith Lorren's Scotch bonnet seasoning, which is fresh ground Scotch bonnet peppers. It's absolutely divine. Next, we're going to put about 4 garlic cloves, and we're going to put a nice big chunk of ginger. How I like to peel ginger is with the back of a spoon, and I just scrape it. It comes right off. You don't need any special fancy equipment or anything. Just a little bit of elbow grease. Oh, that smells divine. I love the smell of fresh ginger. You know, my grandmother, when we used to have stomach aches from eating too much ice cream, she would make us a nice fresh ginger tea. And ginger tea is really simple. You just take a little bit of ginger and put a little bit of allspice. Allspice is great for stomach maladies. It soothes the stomach and it helps with the immune system. So we're gonna put a nice piece of ginger in our food processor, and we're going to put 1 large bunch of fresh green scallions right into our blender. Next, we're going to put a generous drizzle of olive oil. Keep everything moist. We're going to put a generous drizzle of soy sauce. I would say about 2 to 3 tablespoons. There we go. And we're going to put a few tablespoons of white vinegar. About 2 tablespoons. And next we're gonna put the juice of some fresh limes. Now we just have to puree all the ingredients together. Now with everything, you always have to do a taste test. Make sure everything is balanced, which I already know is going to be perfect. But what I'm tasting it for is if I want it spicier or not. And that's good. It's perfect. Doesn't need anything else. So I'm going to take my marinade. I'm going to take my turkey. I'm going to put my turkey in a bowl. And I'm going to take my knife and make a few indentations in it so that all the seasoning gets down deep inside of the meat. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this marinate overnight. Before I do, I'm gonna take some more lime. We're gonna take about 1 whole lime, and I'm just gonna rub the meat down with the lime skins and the lime juice to get that essence of the lime off of this. This also helps kill some of the bacteria, and it just makes the turkey very refreshing. And the acid from this helps tenderize it as well. See, I'm not one of those cooks that don't wash their hands in between touching meat. I do. So I'm gonna just take our jerk paste. You can use as much of it or as little bit of it as you like, depending on how spicy you like it. I'm using a few tablespoons. I'm just rubbing it very well. I'm pressing the seasoning into those slots that I made with the knife. I'm rubbing it underneath the skin of the turkey breast, on top of the skin, on the side, basically all around it. I'm showing this meat some love, you know what I'm saying? And now we'll let this marinate. Now, this is the crowning glory of this jerk grilled turkey. This jerk blanc sauce that we about to make, listen, people are gonna be calling home the glory after tasting this. I'm serious, it's crazy. So to make it, we're gonna start off with 1 cup of white wine. 1 cup of white wine there. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna add our jerk paste. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of that in there while this is reducing. We're gonna keep our temperature up high so it reduces fast. There you go. And I'm gonna add a nice big tablespoon of jerk paste. Let that cook down in there. All those beautiful spices and aromas. So we're just gonna let that reduce. So we're gonna let this reduce down 75%. To this, we're also going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. We're gonna add a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. And a little pinch of salt. It smells absolutely incredible. I know you're gonna love it. This is reduced about 75%. You can see all of the spices in there from the Keith Lorren jerk seasoning. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just whisk in 1 pound of butter. And just wanna do it, we wanna do it gradually. See all this butter? Butter and Keith Lorren spice. Can't go wrong with that.
That's empty and you hit the camera with the butter.
So what I'm doing is I turn my temperature really, really low. And I just want to slowly incorporate this butter into it. No, I don't want it to break. Our butter has melted ever so gently. And I'm going to mix about 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream in here and this will not only stabilize the sauce but make it quite a bit creamier. There we go. Alright, so this Bourbon blanc sauce is absolutely perfect. You can see how nice and thick it is. It coats the back of the spoon. Can you imagine when we drizzle this over that grilled turkey? Oh my God. The only thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna add a fresh squeeze of lime juice. This is just from half of a lime. And this is going to really just bring this to life. And I'm gonna put a little bit of fresh green scallions and just whisk everything together. Now that our turkey has been marinating overnight for a few hours, you can tell just by looking at it that the flavor's really gone down deep inside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this turkey and I'm gonna make sure it has a nice amount of jerk paste on top of the skin, and I'm going to put it skin side down on top of our bacon. Now if you want it less spicy, you can just use less jerk paste, but as far as I'm concerned, the more the merrier. I love spicy food, so does my family members. There we go, and then, you know, you can't really go wrong. I mean, this seasoning is so well balanced and tasty and savory. You just can't go wrong. So now I'm going to take our bacon, fold it over this way once. Make sure all of the bacon stays. I'm going to fold it over the second time. Make sure all of our bacon stays. Sugar, sugar, sugar. I'm going to bring it over this way. Sugar, sugar, sugar. I'm going to bring it over this way. There we go. Then I'm going to take our rack, place our rack on top of this, and I'm just going to flip it. Now I can peel our wax paper off. And we have a beautiful turkey that's perfectly wrapped in bacon. Isn't that beautiful? So now I'm just gonna move this over just a little bit. I'm going to tuck the turkey and form it just a little bit better so that when we slice it, it has a nicer shape. So while this sets, I'm going to begin finishing up the grill. All right, so I got my coals set up like a little teepee, and now I'm just lighting my coals, and I'm going to let them burn until they ash over. And then if you watch my other jerk video or barbecue videos, you know that I like to use a combination of oak wood, hickory, cinnamon sticks, and allspice. So that's what we're gonna use today to flavor our jerk. So on this side I have a pan of water with a little bit of bourbon for flavor, and then I'm just gonna let these coals ash over and turn white, and then we're ready to put our wood on. So I have my coals nice and ashed over, and I'm using a combination of wood. I'm using a little bit of hickory, I'm using a little bit of mesquite, and I'm using a little bit of oak, a little bit of cinnamon sticks, and a little bit of allspice. I'm going to spread our coals out just a tad. So as that's burning, I'm going to place our grate there, and I'm going to take our turkey and I'm going to put it on the cool side of the grill. And when its internal temperature reaches about 160, then I'll know it's done. In the meantime, let the smoking begin. All right, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like about 25% into the cooking process. See that? Look how beautiful that is. You can see how the meat is starting to turn a beautiful color, smoked color. That's exactly what we want. So we're just gonna let this cook until the internal temperature reaches 160, and then we're good to go. Well, folks, it's been good, it's been great, but it's getting kind of late, and Keith has to make his plate. And boy, is this a plate. Look at this. Keith Lorren's homemade jerk, bacon wrapped smoked turkey. It just doesn't get any better than this. I'm gonna take a second and just slice me a piece of this and show you how I plate it. See, everybody's looking for new recipes for turkey, and this is the perfect one. Look at that. So juicy and tender. You see that? Perfectly juicy. Now I'm gonna move it off of the cutting board. Now we can add a little bit of this luscious jerk beurre blanc sauce over the top of this jerk turkey and smoky bacon. Oh, can't wait to eat this. Well, folks, there you have it. My name is Keith Lorren, and I invented cooking. I know you're gonna love these recipes. You know why? Because I invented cooking, and I invented this dish, jerk turkey. It's guaranteed to be a hit. And I just want to say before I leave, thank you so much for supporting all these years, watching Keith Lorren videos. And guess what? My spices are now in supermarket stores. You can visit your local Stop and Shop stores, Winn-Dixie, Kroger, and pretty soon we'll be in Walmart too. So go ahead, spice things up a bit, and allow me, the Spice King, to make your life taste better. My name is Keith Lorren once again, and I invented cooking. And I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.
3, 2.
What's happening? My name is Keith Lorren, and I invented cooking. I'm really excited because I'm happy to share with you.
You see what I'm saying? You did that. You said, I'm happy to hoot above. 3, 2.
What's happening? My name is Keith Lorren, and I invented cooking. I'm super excited because I'm going to show you how to put a twist on that old-fashioned turkey. We're gonna make a Caribbean-style jerk turkey wrapped in bacon. Why can't I do that? You can't just slice it?
No, I was, but my bad. 3, 2.
What's happening? My name is Keith Lorren, and I invented cooking. I'm super excited today because I'm going to show you all of my favorite fall-time recipes.